The conservatives in the media have a new tactic, which is to try to convince President Obama not to use Bill Clinton. Now, I saw this pop up on Politico a couple of days ago. Roger Simon wrote about it.
They're talking about a big split. Clinton has gone rogue.
Right.
And that Obama and Clinton have this major split over the Bush tax cuts.
Yes. Now, the fact is that President Clinton did say that he would extend the Bush tax cuts, all of them, including for the rich, for a little while. But he actually misspoke. Now, I got mad when I first saw that he said that, and, you know, he's influenced, I think he's influenced a lot by Wall Street these days. So, but I went back and rewatched that clip, and he actually did not mean to extend them past this year. Based on the context of the clip, I was like, oh, that's not that bad. I think they misinterpreted what he said. And then they immediately published an update from the Clinton camp saying, no, we just meant keep it going till the end of the year, which is when they're supposed to expire, right? Now, the Republicans pounce on this for two reasons. One, they're like, you see that, Bill Clinton's on our side. And number two, Bill Clinton has a popularity rating in the country of 66%. They want to get him out of the game. So they want to plant it in the mainstream writers like Roger Simon, who's not a right-winger, but who heard right-wing talk, my guess is, and was like, yeah, wait a minute, Clinton's gone rogue. Yeah, maybe Clinton's hurting Obama. So then they take it to Fox News. So Michelle Malkin, Herman Cain are going to talk about it on Sean Hannity's program. Let's watch.
I would characterize this as the equivalent of a political fragging, basically tossing a political grenade into the camp of people who are supposed to be on your own side. I'm not sure that this is so much nursing grievances from 2008 on behalf of Hillary as it is so much just a clash of Beltway narcissists, and Bill Clinton being Big Daddy Clinton throwing his weight around and showing Barack Obama how politics is really done.
Yeah.
See, it's funny that you use the word Beltway narcissist, because I would describe the pundits in the same way. Because I think there's two things going on here. One, the pundits being like, oh, we know all the intrigue, and actually Bill and Hillary are teaming up for 2016, and they're still mad about South Carolina in 2008 when Obama said, no, just here's what Bill Clinton wants to happen. For a Democrat to win this time around. Of course, that's what he wants. But they're narcissistic, like they've got it figured out, and they're doing the strategery.
Just let me say quickly about the alternative that the Clintons would want Obama to lose, because then they think a one-term Romney after one term easier to beat. One, it defies logic, but also, look, man, she's going to run either way, and they got plans for both tactics, and you think they're in 2012, they don't even think they're smart enough to know how that's going to be. If Romney wins, that'll be a way for her to run also in 2016. And if not, then she'll run against, if Biden runs, she'll be the presumptive Democratic nominee.
Absolutely true. That's why that side of the equation is absolute nonsense. The other side of the equation is, this is like I said, the Republicans and the conservatives saying, oh, don't use Clinton. No. Like Rowdy Roddy Piper, like, no, wait, don't use Clinton. No, it's a terrible idea. Clinton would only hit you in the back. No, don't use him. Bill Clinton was to the left of Obama because, as example on the tax issue, the one that they're discussing, right? Because he had the Clinton tax rates, which were higher.
Right.
I mean, but it's literal. Like, they were higher for the middle class, for the rich, for everybody, right? Now, Obama says, I want to make them higher, theoretically, for the rich, like, meaning get back to the Clinton
get back
years,
to what they were.
Right? But for the middle class, the taxes would be lower, which is to the right of Clinton, right? On the wars, he's conducted far more wars, far more illegally, far more drone strikes. I mean, you name it, Obama's done more than Clinton. I mean, honestly, I don't know, again,
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but I don't know what Obama is to the left of Clinton on.
I mean, and we don't know what Clinton would have done in these type of military situations.
No, that's fair. That's fair, because the context has changed, and he's a politician.
Right.
So he might have done something else. But just to think that Obama's to the left of Clinton is just factually not true.
Yeah, and from a presidential power point of view, Clinton wouldn't have done as much, at least not then, because the presidential power door was kicked so wide open by Bush 43.
We have one more Malcolm, believe it or not.
As much as I enjoy, pop the popcorn and watch all of this internecine warfare between these two camps, in the end, they're always going to be together. And the idea of Bill Clinton fashioning himself as some fiscal discipline champion sort of warps history. And I think we all remember the reality of the Clinton years.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, because not only should you not listen to Clinton, but Clinton wasn't fiscally responsible, except he's the only one that balanced the budget. in my lifetime.
The only one.
The
Right.
only one. And the Republicans have never balanced the budget. And he handed Bush $281 billion surplus, right? And Bush turned it into a $1.2 trillion deficit. God, it's amazing how little they care about the facts.
Yeah, should care. And also, I'm curious how that conversation between Hannity and Kaine went with her afterwards, because I get the feeling they don't want to talk about it.
They're like, oh, you Clinton and fiscal responsibility.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the time we have. Yeah.
Okay, commercial break.
Yeah.
All right.
Man,
now,
she's a tremendous lightweight.
a slash liar. But it works in the Republican Party and among conservatives because they don't care about the facts, and they think like, oh, she attacks no matter what, right or wrong. Ah, we love her, right? So now, speaking of attacking, Rush Limbaugh, same talking point.
This is Bill Clinton, who is gone rogue. He is on the warpath, undercutting Obama in two ways. He's taking the opposite position from Obama on the Bush tax cuts. And he's also saying that we have slipped back into a recession. We're not in a recovery. We're already in a double dip recession. Clinton went out, cut him off at both knees on CNBC yesterday. Now, he's out there. I'll tell you, folks, this is insubordination. From Obama's standpoint, it's insubordination. From Clinton's standpoint, it's, you know what? This little ego-maniacal little emperor is going to have to be taught the ways of the world, and I am the guy to do it.
Clinton, no, don't use Clinton. Clinton's gone rogue. Clinton's gone rogue. You don't want to use him. Clinton's terrible. Don't use him. Please don't use him.
Yeah.
Come on. Clinton's the guy who kicked Rush Limbaugh's ass from the left to the right to the middle, okay? And so what happened? Big Rush Limbaugh was going to oppose Clinton throughout, right? And what happened? I crushed you every time. So now when Clinton's back, he's gone rogue. You don't want to use him. Yeah, we got it. You're pathetic.
So don't use Clinton.
Don't use Clinton. But Jeb Bush has a brilliant idea of who President Obama should use as a political ally. George W. Bush.
I would argue that in some ways, by reality kind of seeping into his life as the commander-in-chief, that a lot of it's modeled after 43. And it would be nice, a little tip of the hat might be a nice thing. I think it would be helpful for him politically. For example,
the president owes it to...
no, he doesn't owe it.
Well, or should. Just as a matter of courtesy, I ought to say, I have built on, in using drones and other things I have done, what President Bush 43 did.
I think it would help him politically. Just a small acknowledgement that the guy that you replaced isn't the source of every problem and the excuse of why you're not being successful.
Would help him politically. Now that's awesome.
Tip of the hat. Just a little tip of the hat.
Yeah. So George W. Bush, thank you so much. That'll help you politically because remember, Bill Clinton has 66% approval rating right now. George W. Bush has actually skyrocketed since he left office to 43%.
The only living president under 50.
Okay.
Jimmy Carter's alive.
When people ask anything related to the Bush administration, like they ask, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? They're like, kind of. It's pretty much split. If they reframe the question in, are you better off now than you were under George W. Bush? They go, oh yeah, we're better off than we were under Bush. That's for damn sure. Okay, that wins in a landslide. He used to be in the low 30s, if you remember, when he left office. Now he's gone up all the way to 43%. It's still disastrous. So here are the Republicans trying to trick.
And that's literally from being completely silent in every regard.
Right, and all ex-presidents move way up after they leave office because of the respect, and they do good work. Usually, like Jimmy Carter is at like 54% approval rating. You know, the Republicans
he's been
are
such a great ex-president.
Yeah, and Republicans are like, oh yeah, you would want to be like Jimmy Carter. Are you kidding me? He's much more popular than George W. Bush. So the conclusion here is Republicans say to Obama, no, trust us. You want to be more like George W. Bush and less like Bill Clinton.
You're a terrible winker.
That was over winking. You see what I'm saying?
Just wink normally.